off the coast of La Jolla, San Diego, killer whales stage a high-stakes hunt. A plunky coastal bottlenose dolphin is caught in the crosshairs of these aquatic assassins. With the beach tantalizingly close, it's a race against time as the killer whales close in for the kill. Spectators can't help but hold their breath. Will our dolphin hero dare escape, or will it become a tasty snack for these oceanic predators? In Mexico's Gulf of California, an orca sends jaws dropping as it leaps a whopping 15 feet into the air in hot pursuit of a dolphin. It's amazing to see how high an orca can leap out of the water like that. Meet the T-69s, the coolest crew of whales this side of the ocean. And leading the pack is none other than the legendary T-69C, born back in '95 and still making waves like a boss.
Yes, 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 yes!
That seal went 80 feet up in the air!
T-69C and the gang are out for a hunt, and their sights are set on a harbor seal. With T-69C in hot pursuit, that seal's pulling out all the stops, leaping through the air like it's an auditioning for the circus. I mean, who knew seals could fly, right? Orca grandmother, using her wits and brawn to take on none other than a great white shark. See, with a strike so powerful, it shatters the shark's ribs. This granny orca proves she's not to be messed with. But the great white isn't going down without a fight. The orca circles, testing the waters to see if the shark will bite back. With perfect precision, she takes the shark under and suffocates it, securing a feast fit for her hungry family. The rising tides are stirring up a storm, forcing the seals to make a break for it. But little do they know, the orcas have been patiently waiting for this very moment. Out in the deep blue, two mighty orcas lead the charge, splashing with their tails to signal the start of the hunt. And then a seal makes a daring dash for open water, straight into the jaws of the killer whale's trap. With the rest of the pod closing in, the whales circle their stranded prey, biding their time for the perfect moment to strike. A pod of killer whales, working together like a well-oiled machine, isolating a seal in the vast expanse of the ocean. But instead of going in for the kill right away, the orcas decide to turn the hunt into a training session for the younger members of their family. With the seal caught up in the middle of their oceanic playground, the orcas take turns flinging their prey into the air, sending it splashing back down into the water. The orcas spot a 7-gill shark, a formidable opponent with a unique feature: 7 gills instead of the usual 5. As the orcas launch their attack, the 7-gill sharks don't flee like your average prey. It stands its ground and puts up a ferocious fight to defend itself. But the orcas are no amateurs. They know exactly how to handle such a foe. With precision and power, the orcas swim in and deliver a mighty whack to the shark's head with their tails. Once the shark is somewhat subdued, the killer whales waste no time in getting what they came for. Here, we've got a showdown brewing between killer whales and sperm whales. It's an all-out battle royale as the entire pod of killer whales sets its sights on a smaller sperm whale. With their strategic minds at work, the killer whales know that targeting the smaller sperm whale would be their best shot at victory. A harmless stingray swims along, minding its own business, when out of nowhere, a killer whale decides to pick a fight. With lightning speed, the orca swims over and delivers a powerful whack to the stingray with its tail. And while the stingray might not be dead, you can bet that it was one painful strike. A massive predator emerges from the water, its victim tightly clenched between its teeth. With precision and power, the killer whale takes a sizable chunk out of the stingray, causing a pool of blood to seep into the water. After momentarily leaving its prey, it doesn't devour the stingray completely. Instead, it leaves the dismembered remains drifting in the shallows. A Gen 2 penguin finds itself in the sights of a group of orcas. But this little guy isn't going down without a fight. With lightning speed, the penguin leads the orcas on a wild goose chase, ducking and weaving at every turn. Just when it seems like it's about to become orca lunch, the penguin maneuvers out of harm's way, narrowly escaping the gaping jaws of its predators. But even our feathered friend knows that it can't outrun the orcas forever. So, in a movie straight out of an action movie, the penguin spots a nearby tourist boat and decides to make a daring leap for safety. The first attempt is a bit of a flop, with the penguin bouncing off the boat's side and tumbling back into the water. But on the second try, it summons all its courage and determination, and with a mighty leap, it lands safely on board, saving its hide in the nick of time. The killer whale spots a bird chilling by the tank's edge. With sly cunning, it tricks the unsuspecting bird. Then bam! It swoops in and snatches it up.
Got it!
She doesn't
Very often, no.
Good girl, Leah.
A group of killer whales is on the hunt, but out of nowhere, two humpback whales swoop in to steal the spotlight. The humpbacks position themselves right into the middle of the action, disrupting the killer whale's hunt. Now, that's no coincidence. Humpbacks have been known to try and thwart killer whale hunts before, especially when their own calves are at risk. But it seems the killer whales won't be deterred. With one swift move, they snatch up their prey and boldly flaunt it in front of the humpbacks, as if to say, "You didn't stop us. Look what we did." Mighty Orca was all set to dazzle the crowd today, but little did we know, the whale was feeling a bit frisky. You see, this time of year, when a whale's in heat, things can get a bit, well, unpredictable. As the show begins, the beast decides to take matters into its fins, attempting to pin the trainer underwater like it's some kind of aquatic love story gone wrong. The 4-ton diva doesn't hold back, tossing the trainer around like a cheap pool toy, until he finally manages to escape her clutches. A young seal goes flying through the air like a superstar, courtesy of a flick from an orca's tail. Now, why do orcas do this? Well, there are a few theories swirling around. Some say it's to stun or weaken their prey, making it easier to catch and less likely to put up a fight. Others reckon they're just having a blast. After all, who wouldn't enjoy a game of seal toss? But tail flipping is no amateur move. It's a skill learned by only the coolest pods out there, adding an extra layer of excitement to the whole spectacle. And as for the poor sea lion caught in the middle of all this action, well, let's just say it's in for a wild ride. We've got a surprise guest crashing the kayaking party. Tourists are peacefully enjoying a leisurely paddle when suddenly, out of nowhere, an orca appears in the water, catching everyone off guard.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? That was unbelievable. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
The tourists are stunned, their hearts pounding with fear and excitement as the majestic creature glides effortlessly through the waves. It's a moment they'll never forget.
Oh my god, what are they doing?
A pod of 5 mighty orcas band together, their sleek bodies slicing through the waves as they zero in on their target, the elusive great white shark. But try as it might, the great white shark is no match for the cunning strategy and sheer power of the orcas. They close in on their prey with precision and coordination, delivering a fatal blow that leaves the shark mauled and defeated. As the fishermen cast their lines at dawn, they spot the unmistakable dorsal fins of the killer whales heading straight for their boat. But instead of diving for cover, these daring fishermen find themselves caught up in a game of chase with the ocean's top predators. A group of fishermen enjoying the calm off the coast of San Diego, California. Suddenly, the peaceful atmosphere is shattered as they spot a pod of orca whales approaching their boat. These majestic creatures, known for their intelligence and hunting prowess, seem to have a mischievous glint in their eyes as they circle the boat. As the orcas playfully dart around the boat, the fishermen can't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. Off the coast of Spain, unsuspecting sailors are getting more than they bargained for as whales go on a rampage against boats of all sizes. It's like a scene from a wild oceanic sitcom. These cheeky cetaceans are causing chaos, with reports flooding in of them ramming into boats with the force of a Hollywood action movie stunt. Can you imagine the look on the sailors' faces as they try to fend off these marine marauders? It's a mix of terror and disbelief, like something out of a slapstick comedy. But wait, it gets even crazier. These whales aren't just content with a little bump and run. They're straight up wrecking boats, leaving crews scrambling to bail out of water faster than you can say, abandoned ship. A pod of orcas on the hunt, using tactics so incredible, they'll make your jaw drop. And get this, only about 100 orcas in the entire world are using this remarkable technique. So, what's their secret sauce? Well, these clever cetaceans spread out and start spy hopping like they're auditioning for the next Mission Impossible movie, scanning the icy flows for their prey. And when they spot a seal lounging on an ice raft, it's game on. But instead of just charging in like bullies at a beach party, these orcas know they've got to get creative. They summon the troops with a rallying call from the scout, signaling it's gone time. A pod of orcas cruising up the beach like they own the place. Now, just minding their own business, right? But then, out of the blue, here comes this oblivious swimmer paddling along the shore, heading straight for the orca gang. The orcas start circling her like they're sizing up their next meal. You can practically feel the tension in the air, right? So what does our fearless swimmer do? She bolts for the shore, making a break for safety with the orcas hot on her tail. She scrambles out of the water, barely 20 meters from safety, looking like she just saw a ghost. Now, imagine you're chilling with your buddies, having a blast in the water, when suddenly, out of nowhere, you spot an orca gliding your way. Swimmers scramble out of the water faster than you can say, killer whale, as the majestic creature makes a beeline for the shore.
It's just flying! You guys are crazy!
Here you go with another pod of killer whales on the prowl and their target, a massive fin whale. Now, usually, these fin whales have some serious anti-predatory tricks up their sleeves, keeping them safe from harm. But not this time. Nope, This time, the tables turn, and the pod manages to outsmart the fin whale, turning it into their next meal. A group of orca whales, members of the A24 and 115 Matrolines, gather in the waters of Johnstone Strait, Canada. It's a scene straight out of a nature documentary, with these magnificent creatures showcasing their power and grace right in front of you.
Thank you.
That is beautiful. They're right here, look beside us.
As the father and his young son paddled along in their kayak, they suddenly found themselves in the company of an unexpected guest, an orca. The son felt a bit nervous at first, but the father quickly reassured him and encouraged him to enjoy the extraordinary encounter. Now, this orca wasn't out to cause any trouble. Nope, it was just having a grand old time, and I was curious about the kayakers and their little boat. What an incredible experience to witness up close. At SeaWorld in San Diego, a crafty killer whale puts on a show, trying to lure birds in with tantalizing fish treats. But these feathered friends aren't falling for it. They're too savvy to take the bait. In this action-packed scene, a feisty killer whale pounced on a seal lounging on the beach, gobbling it up in one swift bite. Now, which one did you find the most interesting? Do let us know in the comment section below, and hit that red subscribe button for more such amazing videos.